Achelios Therapeutics was founded in 2012 in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, with a singular vision, and that was to develop novel pain therapeutics that avoid the systemic side effects of existing agents. The way we do this is through a novel formulation of delivery vehicle, all GRAS excipients. Our lead program is Topigen for the treatment of acute migraine. Beyond that, we have a portfolio of a number of other non-steroidal agents, potentially as OTC product opportunities. Why pain? Well, coming out of JP Morgan this year, this is just one quote, the 5 healthcare opportunities lacking in JP Morgan, the first one noted was pain. Americans spend approximately $60 billion a year in trying to treat pain, and there was very little at JP Morgan to speak of in this area. All right, what are the unmet medical needs in pain? Well, first and foremost, incremental efficacy. And I'll show you some data that give us a reason to believe that we can deliver that. Secondly, improvements in safety. I think the issues around the COX-2s are well known. I think some of the activity of the CDC and the FDA around opioids currently are going to greatly limit the use and availability of those agents in the future. We believe delivering topically provides an opportunity for improved safety. And lastly, improved durability, and I'll share with you some data that speaks to that as well. So a quick look at our product portfolio. As I mentioned, Topifen is our lead compound. It's a topical treatment for the topical agent for the treatment of migraine pain. Recently completed a phase 2A study with some pretty impressive results that I'll share highlights from. In addition to that, we have a portfolio of other products, in particular ibuprofen, naproxen, and diclofenac, as I said, potentially for the treatment of OTC-mediated pain. What do we think is the opportunity for improved efficacy here? With our novel formulation, which is patent protected, we see, compared to existing agents, substantially greater penetration through the skin. If you look at this slide, down the left is the active ingredient, starting with ketoprofen, ibuprofen, naproxen, and diclofenac at the bottom. The second column are the commercially available brands, and I'll point out that none of these are available in the US with the exception of Voltaren gel. What we did is we incubated our formulation, compared it to the existing formulations on the marketplace, and what we saw at the right was anywhere from a 4 to a 6-fold greater penetration of the skin versus the existing agents out there. So let's talk about the Migraine Study, which we believe is both proof of concept for that platform, but also for the portfolio. We conducted a phase 1b/2a study, placebo-controlled, double-blind, crossover in nature, looked at typical migraine endpoints, pain relief from 30 minutes to 24 hours, also looked at the associated symptoms, sensitivity to light, sound, nausea, need for rescue medication, and safety. If you look at the results here, these are results in severe migraine patients. And I'll remind you, for those that aren't familiar, in a migraine study, the patient doesn't enter the study until they have at least moderate to severe pain. Okay? On the left, you see the reduction in pain intensity over a 24-hour period. You see the placebo effect. You see the Topifen effect. And I will point out that these were statistically significant differences at all time points, with the exception of 30 minutes. This was a small study, and we believe in a larger study we could achieve statistical significance even at 30 minutes. On the right, very interestingly, you see the relief patients received over the course of 24 hours, which gives us reason to believe that we can deliver a durable effect. Since patients don't experience a placebo effect when they're treating their pain at home, we thought it was useful to show just the relief that patients relieved from severe migraine. And you can see dropping from a severe score of 3 down to a little bit below 1, which is mild pain over the course of 24 hours, rather profound relief. So to summarize the migraine study, what we saw was about a 77% decrease in pain intensity in severe patients. That was versus a 49% decrease in placebo. And I do need to point out that we had a strong placebo effect, in part because we have alcohol in the formulation, which provides a cooling effect when put on the side of the head. We saw 51% of patients that were pain-free at 24 hours, which is very impressive. And we saw no serious adverse events in the study. So we believe these results not only support the use of this agent in the treatment of acute migraine, but give us reason to believe for chronic migraine that there should be an effect, and also proof of concept for the platform. So what are the next steps? We're preparing currently for a phase 2b study in acute migraine later this year, a phase 2a study for migraine prevention later this year. We are actively engaging now in a Series B round that will fund those studies, take us through 2017, and give us 2 indications that are phase 3 ready for migraine. We're also having discussions right now with potential commercial partners that might be of interest, and we'd be happy to talk with any of you after the meeting if you have interest in participating. Thank you.